Hey, I'm Marisol, this is Perry, and on today's tutorial, we're covering tips and tricks on teaching your dog to speak. Unwanted dog barking might be frustrating, but getting your dog to bark when prompted can be both cute and impressive. Also, teaching a dog to do a single bark on command can curb excessive barking. Ready to teach your dog how to speak? Step 1. Gather your supplies. All you'll need are small tasty treats and a clicker, though a clicker is optional. Step 2. Find your dog's bark trigger. To teach your dog to speak, you first need to get them to bark. You know them best and understand what triggers them to bark. Maybe it's their doorbell or their favorite toy. Whatever it is, grab your dog treats and get ready to use that device to prompt your dog. Step 3. Mark the bark and reward. Once you get your trigger down, it's time to mark the bark. First, trigger your dog to bark. Then, following the bark, you can say thank you, click the clicker, or hold up a treat. Give it a beat, then reward your dog. Our focus here is to get your dog to bark once and understand that after their first bark, they can stop. The last thing we want is to have them being rewarded for continuous barking. Your dog may give a few barks during the learning process, and that's totally normal. Stay consistent in only giving them dog treats when cued, and those extra barks should subside. Step 4. Add a verbal command or a hand signal. It's common to use the word speak, but it's up to you. Here's the sequence. Give the signal, pause for half a second, use the bark trigger, let your dog bark once, mark the bark, then feed him a treat. After a few goes, if your dog looks ready to bark as soon as you give the signal, pause for an extra half second to see if they bark without the bark trigger. If they do, then you're on the right track. Keep practicing until they are consistently barking after the signal. Step 5. Use only the speak command. As your dog grasps the idea, it's time to simplify. Here's the new sequence. Give the speak command, let your dog bark once, then mark the bark, and feed him a treat. With just a bit more practice, your dog will be able to speak in no time. I'm Marisol, this is Perry. As always, we want to hear from you. So like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.